so next up, we are getting into Christmas. And what is Christmas about? Christmas is about Dreezy Claus. So we're actually gonna go live on Facebook so we can all see Dreezy Claus. Yes.
Good morning, everyone.
How you doing today, sir?
I'm good. I am really good. Of course, I could probably say the T word, but I still got 5 more days left, so that doesn't really matter.
The T word.
Tired.
Oh.
Right. I was like, wait a minute, what's the T word?
Yeah,
Hey,
I was trying to get in on that. Yep, I was trying to get in on that too. So
oh my goodness.
I'm waiting on the live to kick in. But so first I want you to tell us a little bit about Santa Claus. So we know you from the North Pole, right?
Yes, I'm more specifically the south side of the North Pole. I represent the south side always.
Okay. And does Santa have any elves in the form of brothers and sisters, anything like that?
I do have a sister Claus. I do have a sister Claus who comes out to assist and support and hang out and things like that. And of course, always elves. They're always around. Elves are always around.
I love it. I love it. Santa, no, let me not call you Santa. Dreezy Claus. Did you do anything else before you got that in your heart to go and deliver everything to everyone in the world, all the joy and that you share? Did you have a job other than being, Dreezy Claus?
I mean, yeah, this is strictly I don't want to say strictly holiday because it's been evolving into something bigger than just the holiday season. But yes, on the side, I'll say on the side, Santa on the side has a job working at a school, working in behavior intervention, so supports like that.
Oh, so you really love the kids.
Yeah, I got a patience for them, and it's just like I never had any representation that was sustaining when I was growing up. So when I was in this field, I started to understand like this purpose of being a Black male in this in this dynamic and what it meant to be a Black male in this dynamic, and that's like responsibility all to itself. So I don't take it lightly.
Yeah, I see some of the pictures. You really love the kids, and I could tell that your heart is in it. So tell us about the tree lighting.
Oh wow, that was amazing. When I first started to go professional in regards to being Dreezy Claus, not just a Black Santa. When Mayor Lightfoot was elected, I said that I wanted to do the tree lighting ceremony. I felt it was only right because from my knowledge, I've never seen a Black Santa do it. So I was like, I want to do it. I want to be the first or whatever. So when I first came out, that was like the thought. Last year was COVID, so nothing happened with that. And this year, they reached out to me, and asked me would I do it, and I was like, yes, of course. So we worked out all the details and everything, and it was a remarkable experience, and I could put that under my belt on my Santa resume that I am the first Black Santa to light the Christmas tree. I think that's great.
That is so awesome. And so how does it feel to be the first Black Santa for Chicago officially?
I call myself Chicago's Black Santa for a reason, mainly because I want to represent Chicago, and I wanted to represent that to the fullest. And also, there's not a lot of professional Black Santas out there. There's only like 2, that me and another person that I know who represents to this capacity. Everyone else is, put on a suit, do your thing, and that's cool and great that we know about. So one of the things that I would like to do is definitely highlight more Black Santas, because we cannot cover the entire city, let alone, the state.
Right.
So we're trying to see what we can do about supporting others and branching out and bringing more Black Santas into the forefront.
And so what's the significance of being a professional Santa versus?
For me, okay, so when I first started, it was like basically, I was doing it to support my nonprofit for the holiday season, you know, being Santa Claus for our toy drive. That was pretty much it. That's wearing a suit. That's wearing a suit. You pull out the suit, you wear the suit, you do whatever. And it's still cool, but you know, it was just basically that. It was basic. Um, as the years went on, people started to really like reach out and say, I heard you play Black Santa. I heard you Santa Claus. I heard, you know, and they started to like, you know, ask me for my services and everything. And the need kept growing and growing and growing. So it just dawned on me. And I was doing it for like donations and stuff like that for the organization. And, you know, just, you know, as a token of appreciation. So then it was like, okay, let me see what I can do to really put this into a business perspective and see where it could go as far as a business. And the reason why I call it professional is because I want to give you a service that's quality service, not just showing up, you know, in a suit. I want to be engaging. I want to be supportive. I want to have fun. You know, I want to have your children have an experience that because it dawned on me that even after I'm long gone, you know, 20, 30, 40, 50 years from now, those memories now are still going to be with these children when they grow up and pass on to their children and things like that. So I wanted to make sure that it's going to be a positive experience, a fun experience, and go from there. And it just blew up. So now I have books, I have merchandise, working on other things. The virtual service was also a blast last year too. So there's a lot of things that we've been doing that are just filling the need, the ask, you know. Today last night I got an email. A young lady wants me to meet her daughter virtually because she never heard of Black Santa before, and you know, never saw Black Santa. So I'm thinking about setting that up, making sure that happens. You know, so these are things that, you know, the families are asking for, and I want to be able to help provide.
That is so awesome. So what do the kids call you? Do they call you Dreezy Claus? Do they call you Santa Claus or Santa? What do they call you?
It's very interchangeable. So Dreezy Claus is technically like the brand name, you know, but I'm Santa Claus, period. You know, I respond to either or, Dreezy or Santa. You know, it's quite all right. That's pretty much about it, you know. So that's why it's Chicago's Black Santa. So I'm Santa Claus by default. But you know, if you want to ask me for my personal name, then I have a first. Then it's Dreezy Claus, whatever.
Well, I know your name.
Right.
I'm not gonna ask you your name. We sticking with the Dreezy Claus, Santa Claus today.
Right.
So
Right.
What's been your proudest moment in life?
As far as for Santa Claus life?
Just in life in general.
Oh, I mean, I just having these opportunities to make a difference. I mean, that's it. I mean, not that goes beyond Santa Claus life, but just in general, just in whatever that we do. Just representing. Like I said, it's been a blessing to be in this position to do different things, to have these opportunities. And so my highlight is like I said, making a difference. You know, like I said, 10 years from now, you know, some kid's gonna be like, oh yeah, I saw this person or I met this person and they had an impact. And I think that's very important to leave positive impacts, especially as Black men.
Okay, I think we got a question for you.
Hey,
Yeah. So if you want to
Miss Gina.
unmute yourself.
Oh my God. So I have to tell this very quick story. First of all, thank you so much, Dreezy Claus. But I was in a restaurant last week, saw a guy in the hat. Because do you know all this time I did not know it was you, Dre? Swear to God. See it I saw it on a poster where you all have the live reindeer at Emma Shea Cafe. I saw it several places. And then I saw the guy and I said, hey, are you Dreezy Claus? He said, no, my boy does it. I promise you, until I looked at this with Xavier, that I recognized, I said, wait, that's my Dre. So I know who he is.
That is Dreezy Claus.
Yes, I know who that Dreezy is. And I promise you, it is going to work out so well. I'm so excited.
Thank you. And I think my boy told me about that. And I didn't know it was you. So that was real funny that happened, because he told me about that. He was wearing the hat. And it's like, are you Dreezy Claus? He was like, no, that's my, yep, exactly how you said it. Exactly how you said it. So yeah. So I get to tell him I know who it is now.
So
and thank you.
Mr. Dreezy Claus, what has been your toughest moment? Does Santa have tough moments? What's been your toughest moment?
Yes. And it's funny you asked that. That's a great question, by the way. I'm gonna segue that. There was a young boy, a parent who has a son who was autistic, and we had a virtual appointment, and he was having a bad morning that day. So she was like, "Let me cancel it," and I was like, "No, instead of canceling it, let me just record a message to him for motivation and support." Just to let them know that it's okay to have bad days. And I said, Santa does have bad days. So I segue that, just to say that, yeah, a bad day could be anything from physical. This job is definitely physically taxing in a lot of ways. Especially now that I'm back out traveling again. So that can make a difference. Last year I was 80% virtual, so I was pretty much at the South Side North Pole, just doing virtual visits back to back to back and a few out. Now it's more, I'm doing out and about, and with everything going on, you want to just maintain. But late hours, early mornings, late hours, it's regular taxing. And of course, real world situations, whatever, happens that, but you still gotta, perform and do your thing for the kids, because the kids don't know about you having a bad day or even know what that means for Santa to have a bad day. So I could be having a bad morning or a bad afternoon or be tired. But once you get into that room or once you get on that light, it's all about them. So yeah. Oh, let me think. No, I don't consider that a bad day. Like when you deal with kids that cry, that's not really bad. That's more funny now. Before I used to be very sensitive about that. Like I don't want them to cry, but now it's like, no, go ahead and cry. That's a memory. That's a memory for you to have. Okay, that's a memory for you to have. So go ahead and do that. So before I was like, no, don't cry, whatever. Now it's like, go ahead, here, hold the kid up and take the picture, because that's still a memory, So that's good.
So have you been peed on yet?
You know what? That's a very good question. No, I have not, to my knowledge. No, I have not. Thank God for diapers, and I do steam clean my suit. So yeah. No, I have not. If anything, like I don't try to eat in my uniform because I don't try to eat because I'll be really upset because I got white. No, this is my leisure forms. This is my leisure fit.
Okay. Okay.
But I have like a uniform, and I don't try to eat in it because if something falls in that white, it's like hard to get out. And so,
Okay.
nah.
I think we have another question for you. You got another question, Miss Gina?
I do. How can we support you? We want you to be able to continue to make kids' dreams come true. So how do we support you?
Thank you. I think for the most part, like I do have books. Like I said, I have books and everything. I'm working on more books. I'm working on actually developing a charitable through through my Smith Center, but in conjunction with Dreezy Claus. So we want to like adopt families, and try to support them and do things like that. So whatever, a program that we're trying to push out, definitely support. Our books are available on Amazon right now. So Amazon Prime, I have 2 books. I have Dreezy Claus and The Boy Who Didn't Believe. It's a pretty good book about basically believing in Santa Claus and everything. And then the second book I have is actually a coloring activity book. So it has everything from word find, word jumbles, mazes, math, and coloring, of course. So yeah,
and those books again.
Dreezy Claus and The Boy Who Didn't Believe.
And you can post your link to your website.
Yes, I will go do that. I will go to it right now and set it up for you as we're talking.
Yeah, do it in the public group. Let's talk about it with Xavier Fox. Yeah. So I'm known for relationships, so I would be remiss to not ask, where's Mrs. Claus?
That is the number one question that I'm asked a lot. I do not and it's hard to like tell a story. I don't want to say that she's in the back cooking or something like that, or not here. I just don't say. So I just say, I don't have one. Santa, Santa is single. Santa is single.
Single.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. So
and they say that too, like Santa's single. I say, yeah, Santa's can be single. There's no Mrs. Claus right now.
So do you enjoy being single?
I mean, I don't want to say enjoy. I mean, it's it's a part of it's a part of life. But I'm in the process of being open to dating and things like that. So yes, for sure.
Okay. If you could go back and give your younger self a piece of life advice, Santa, what would it be?
Oh wow. Uh, Step out on faith more. Follow your gut. A lot of the last things I've been doing as far as stepping out on faith has been blessings. I probably had more opportunities in the past, but probably didn't do it because I was always nervous about what people thought. So I think I would say try not to worry too much about what people think and just concentrate on you and being happy with yourself and your decisions. When I was younger, probably had having like that low self-esteem was probably big. So you had to battle through that. Even coming out now as Santa Claus, thinking eyes are on you in a negative way instead of a positive way, that still creeps in, you know. So now it's just like I'm here, like I'm here, Santa Claus, I'm here. Yeah. I'm going to the store. Yeah, I'm walking out here. I'm doing this, so it is what it is. So don't be
You know,
afraid to be you.
so as a 10-year-old boy, could you ever imagine yourself being Santa?
Well, no. When I was younger, I had brief run-ins in being Santa Claus for like the church youth group and things like
Oh, you
that.
did? Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, like brief. When I say brief, I'm talking about like for the moment. Like you put the suit on, you say what's up to the kids, and that's pretty much it. Nothing more, nothing less. It's only when I got older, when I had more opportunities to do it, it just really started to be, to understand the importance. When you're younger, you don't think about representation. You don't think about anything except you're just doing a job. So now it's more of a mission, and a service. And you want to make sure that you uh give positive credit to that service because you can always suck. Because you don't want to be bad Santa. Like that's my whole thing. Like that's my whole like in joke. Like I don't want to turn out to be bad Santa. You know.
Okay. Well,
So
we don't want to be bad Santa.
you know that movie Bad Santa with Billy Bob Thornton that came out years ago, and it was about this Santa Claus who was like cantankerous to say the least, and toxic and a whole bunch of things like that. So I was always joking and saying I don't want to be, excuse me, I don't want to be that Santa Claus, to be like bad basically. So yeah.
So I know that Santa Claus likes to laugh too. So we're gonna get to know you just a little bit more. Who are your top 3 comedians and why?
Oh wow. Top 3 comedians. Right now, I would definitely say Dave Chappelle.
That's always the first one people say. I have been doing
Yeah.
this interview for 2 months, and everybody I've asked that question, that was their first answer.
Yeah, because right now, he's out there doing some things that's not exactly prolific because it's been done before, but his voice and delivery is something that puts on people's minds, and I enjoy that. But it's nothing revolutionary, nothing new. Let me just be perfectly honest. There are other comedians that have went out there and done it, but he's taken it for this generation, so to speak. So yeah. I do enjoy let me see. Oh, I'm gonna switch it up on you. This is sister from Chicago, Just Niche. Just Niche. She's a sister from Chicago. She is hilarious. She's hilarious. She looks good, so she catches my attention. She
Okay.
catches my attention, and she looks good, and she's funny, and I just love her energy when she's on stage. She's hilarious. So if you get a chance, check her out. Her name is Just Niche, and she's hilarious. Chicago, born and raised. Third, there's so many people who I could think of. As far as comedians, I'm gonna go ahead and say Bernie Mac because Bernie Mac to me is like a person that I want to like. His mannerisms is something that I aspire to when I mess with my kids at work. I kind of mess with them, kind of like in that atmosphere. I see myself in doing that to them and everything. So I enjoy that raw delivery, but just that just his style, something about his style that was just so familiar to me. And it's like, yeah, I really want to, implement that. So that's like, right now, I would think that.
Okay. And what's your favorite vacation spot and why?
I just started doing real vacations. So I just started doing that. Right now, I would say Vegas, but I want to definitely check out more of Atlanta scene more now. As far as like, I got friends down there that I like to visit. I haven't seen, but and the weather is great. Vegas is cool but Vegas is like a place that if you've been to a few times, you going down there for like the entertainment, not the gambling. You go in there for the entertainment, for a show, for relaxing, whatever you want to do. It's like a different concept down there. But I like the visuals, so
Yeah.
to speak. So
I
the
like
visuals,
Vegas too. I like the people watch.
yeah.
I like the shows, and I like the buffets.
Yes, when they have buffets, right? When they have the buffets open back up, it is going down.
Yes, absolutely. I
Okay,
need to do a whole group trip just to hit up the buffets down there.
went down because it's. I went down there earlier this year, on spring break, and I was hanging out, and it was still, COVID protocol, so a lot of stuff was different, and I was like, ooh, I mean, it was fine, but I mean, it just took away from the amenities that made Vegas Vegas.
Right. So, what is success to you?
Success can be measurable by your satisfaction of accomplishing tasks. I think a lot of people are telling me I'm successful. The kids are telling me I'm successful. So I think because I got the older kids that they Googled me. And they was like, Mr. Russell, you're famous. Mr. Russell, you got a book. Mr. Russell, you sound, it's like it's all of that. So I think that that public opinion is positive. I enjoy that. Also, when I look at the monetary blessings, being able to take care of some things that I probably wasn't gonna be able to take care of before helps out a lot too.
Mhm.
So I'm not looking to be, I don't see like when I talk to my my families and we discuss rates or whatever. It's not necessarily about the dollars, about the service, but if they bless me, they bless me. That's fine in certain ways. But success is just a matter of just what you're comfortable with and what you're proud of for yourself.
I can see you winding up on a Tyler Perry movie.
What?
Uh-huh. Or Christopher Nolan might come get you too, because he likes to do those holiday movies too, and he's from Chicago.
Right, and I think that's a conversation that I would love to have, just the imagery. I think like to blow up what Black Santa Claus does, because right now there are no Black Santa Claus representation across the board. Everything is always white Santa, white Santa, white Santa, or a Black character in the show dressing up as Santa for the episode or for the sake of dressing up, but there's no actual Black Santa representation that I know of or I've seen. And I definitely would like to change the scope of that, whether it's on BET or whatever, or Chris Nolan, or a lot of other people that are doing things. And shout out to Chris as well. He was doing some great work. I would love the opportunity to, it don't even have to be me. We can, discuss, the trademark and everything about that. But, just to talk about that and just get, that out there, that'll be great.
Well, if Tyler Perry come for you, tell him you got to bring your elf, Xavier.
Xavier elf, got it.
You got to bring your elf with you. You can't go without your elf. How do you hope people remember you?
Positively, making a difference in a positive way and making a difference. It's very important to have that impact. I just posted yesterday. I was at an event Saturday and on the west side, and taking pictures and everything like that. And a little girl came, little girl, she was, cutie. And her mom was like, hey, we saw you before. And I was like, really, where? And she was like, not recently, like 2 years ago, like when I first started. And they showed me a picture.
Oh yeah, I saw you posted that.
I thought that was amazing.
I thought
that was amazing. And that right there is what it's all about. The fact that, I never, I never thought I would have seen these kids again, like unless they, make a, difference or make an effort to come and reserve me or whatever, but to actually go out to a place and to see her and you see the progression of her from little tiny tot, and then, big girl. It was like, you can't buy that, you just, it's a wonderful feeling. And it made my day, so if I was tired, if I was whatever, it made my day. So right there, that's what it's all about.
That is excellent. And so how can people contact you if they want you to come and, hang out with the kids or whatever the case might be, to purchase your book, all of that good stuff?
Well, Amazon for the books, definitely Amazon. I posted a link on, in the group already. Amazon for the books. You can go to dreezyclaws.com for other information or to subscribe, because right now bookings are definitely shut down for the season. I cannot accommodate anybody else.
Wow.
Virtually. Yeah. Oh man, come on now. I was shutting it down early, like early December, because the people start early and weekends go first. Weekends go first because of people doing that stuff on weekends. So that's the first dates to go. Then you have everything in between, as far as everything else. And then some people want you for 4 hours, some people want you for 2 or 1 or whatever. So it's all of that stuff plays in. So that's the struggle, I would say, being able to accommodate some of the requests, because I can't be in Hyde Park and then be in Bolingbrook within an hour, or something like that,
Yeah.
and expect to be in my good nerves, it's like it doesn't work, and I got other stuff in between. So that's the stuff that people don't know, that I have to, have the burden to say, no, I can't accommodate that, because I don't tell them. I just say I can't accommodate that schedule, and I try to give them an alternative or whatever. That's about it.
Okay, well, I know that you did one of the news stations this morning, so I'm glad that you put me on the calendar. I feel very special. I appreciate that. So what do you have coming up in the next, week? Because that's kind of your reign, I guess, that the public can come to and see you.
Right now, I only have one more public event through the Southside Chamber of Commerce. We're going to be on 87th Street. There's an I don't want to say an aquarium store, but a fish store, whatever you want to call it, on 83rd off of I want to say East End. I'm going to be there Wednesday, taking pictures and everything like that, from like 6 to 7:30. That's the last public event space that I'm doing. Everything else is pretty much private, and that's about it. Oh, well, I'm also doing my annual Christmas connection with Tamar Manasa. She does this Christmas caravan all over Chicago, but I don't ever know the neighborhood and the area. So, but that's going to be something that's big. It's not really taking a lot of pictures, more like giving out toys and a few photo ops. But other than that.
And when is that?
Christmas Day.
Christmas Day. Okay.
Yep. And everything else is like, personal visits.
All right, Dreezy Claus. Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Do you have any final words?
First of all, thank you so much. It is an honor. Two lovely ladies, Gina and Xavier. Your voices are like, you make me smile. So I love to hear those voices. So thank you for the opportunity. Everything else, just be healthy, be safe, and take care of each other. We got is a lot going on. So use this holiday energy in a positive way, for yourself and for the kids.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Dreezy Claus. This has been a great show today. We did have a few technical difficulties with Javon Watson, but make sure you guys check him out on New Year's Eve. And Dreezy Claus will be, what day was that again? You gonna be at the aquarium?
Yeah, that was Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. So we got some holiday activities for you. And if you are a promoter in Chicago and would like to zoom in on Thursdays to promote your upcoming events or shows, please visit my Facebook page, Xavier Fox, to get Zoom info. And visit my YouTube channel, Xavier Fox Media. Woo! Unless I choke to death first. And click subscribe so you don't miss any of the upcoming podcasts And you can watch my talk shows and podcasts that you haven't seen yet. If you'd like to connect with me on social media, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn as Xavier Fox. That's XAV as in Victor IA Fox. That's Xavier, not Xavier. My book, The Men in My Life and What I've Learned, is available on Amazon in Kindle format and paperback. You can also purchase an autographed copy on my website, xavierfox.com. Be sure to visit my website for information on all upcoming shows and events, as well as merchandise such as t-shirts and coffee mugs. So I'm signing out. Be sure and continue to tune in for the replays of your favorite shows. On Thursday, the replay of my interview with Art Chat Daddy Sims will play from 12 to 1. Chat Daddy is a Chicago legend, and interviewing him was not only an honor, it was also fun. He was the first one to welcome me to the airwaves of Chicago. And then on Friday, Christmas Eve, be sure and check out Khalid Scott's replay of his show, Relationship Reflections. It's going to be a great week. I hope you all have happy holidays. Stay safe and be prosperous. And I'm out.